Hello, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host. Just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. College football, as we continue the 60 days consecutive of a football game every day, gets started week 8. This episode here, we're going through Tuesday through Friday games and what we've got played for those. Another huge week in college football last week, over 600 units up. We continue to do extremely well in college football, and we are going to continue this up. We do have our biggest bet of the year coming up on Saturday for you just as well, just to give you a heads up. We've got actually a few huge plays for this weekend. Two of the biggest bets so far this year are definitely both going to be this weekend here for week 8. Great games going on this weekend as well. Not as big as week 7, but still big upon big. Anyway, let's get started. Tuesday, October 15th. We've got 3 games going on. Troy, South Alabama at home. This line opened around 11. It is all the way up to 13.5. This line's gotten out of control early. South Alabama obviously has the offense. Troy struggles to score mightily. Total at 54.5 currently in this game. We took South Alabama when this thing opened because I couldn't believe the line was 11. I thought it would be over 2 touchdowns. I still think it's worth the play at 13.5. Maybe just not as much here, but South Alabama minus 3.5 in the first quarter. South Alabama minus 6.5 in the first half, and minus 11 for the game. Next game up, Kennesaw State, Middle Tennessee State. So Kennesaw State's definitely one of the worst teams in college football this year. Middle Tennessee State, not much better. They are at home. They can score more a little bit than Kennesaw. Kennesaw can score as well. Middle Tennessee's been kind of unique as they've put up some points first half of games, but have really struggled to score late in games. So I think a lot of the times is the better teams just kind of sniff them out and shut them down towards the second half. Kennesaw State's not going to be able to shut them down here. So when they're laying 9.5, like Middle Tennessee State is in this one, kind of feel pretty confident in this one as well. Let's give you the bets here. Middle Tennessee State minus 3.5 in the first quarter, 6.5 in the first half, and 9.5 for the game. And in the last game on Tuesday, Louisiana Tech, off a big win last week, put up 50 points last week too. What an offensive performance. They're going against a real bad defense, and that's called New Mexico State here. Total of 50. Thought about the over in this one as well, but New Mexico State can struggle to score. Tech's defense is not god-awful on this one. We're going back to Tech. This line has moved. It was 10.5. It's 11.5. A lot of books. Hasn't moved as much as that South Alabama line is, but is moving. But La Tech minus 1.5 for the first quarter, minus 6.5 first half, and 10.5 for the game. So a lot of favorites for Tuesday. Wednesday, 2 games going on. 7 o'clock Eastern time, Western Kentucky travels to Sam Houston. Sam Houston, week off last week. Western Kentucky did get a cover, winning by like 27 in their game last week when the line was around 19.5. Sam Houston, this line's moved just a shade. It was 2.5. It's a 3 at a lot of books. You can still find 2.5s out there. Sam Houston's played really well this season after last year. Not so good. Offense is good. Defense is good. Offense is better than Western Kentucky's here. Totals at 55.5. If you like over games, this could be another one to play here. But Sam Houston, we like in this one, minus 0.5 in the first quarter, minus 1.5 in the first half, and 2.5 for the game being at home. Also, at 9 o'clock Eastern time, FIU UTEP. If you saw UTEP last week, wow. Defense not good, offense not good. FIU, this line's moved a bunch already as well, and we're still a few days out. From 5.5 to 7. Thing opened at 5. We couldn't even catch it at the 5 number. Got it at the 5.5. The FIU on the road at UTEP, we'll take them in this one as well. FIU minus 1.5 in the first quarter, minus 3.5 first half, and minus 5.5 for the game. Now we get into the Thursday games. There's two of them on Thursday, 7 o'clock Eastern, Georgia State, Marshall. So last couple weeks, Marshall on the road, we faded. We told you as soon as Marshall gets back home, this is where we hop on them. They are an excellent road team. Should be able to beat up on Georgia State in this one as well. Marshall, the lines moved from 8.5 to 9.5, but we do like Marshall minus 2.5 first quarter, minus 5.5 first half, and minus 8.5 for the game. Boston College, Virginia Tech, lines moved from 7 to 6.5. Boston College traveling to VT here. I don't really like the side total, anything in this particular matchup. It is a pass for us. We would slightly lean to VOD Tech here. Boston College, pretty disappointing last week as they just having trouble moving the ball. And I don't think it's going to be an easy day for them moving the ball against Virginia Tech. No play for us in this game, but if we were playing it, we'd be laying the 6.5 with VOD Tech. All right, now we get to Friday games. There are, 4 Friday games? And some decent matchups, bigger name matchups here as well. Florida State and Duke. Oh, how times have turned when 1-5 Florida State is a 3.5 point dog at Duke. 7 o'clock Eastern, this one. Total of 42.5. Wow, you got to have if you're going to play Florida State here, I'm just going to tell you what. You must have a lot of belief in this team that I don't see how you can't have any belief in them. Duke has not looked good enough to be really, I mean, they've won some games here, but have they really looked strong enough where you feel comfortable laying them with 3 and a hook against any team in the country, let alone a brand name like Florida State here? No play for us in this one. If we were going to play it, under 42.5 is probably the way we'd be going here. 8 o'clock Eastern time, Oregon at Purdue. So let's give Purdue some credit last week. Almost upset Illinois. Now they're at home. Oregon with the fantastic win and finish against Ohio State. Classic letdown spot here for Oregon. But I don't know what's Purdue going to do? Are they going to score like they did against Illinois, which was an aberration because they haven't scored all freaking year long. So what happened last week? To be really honest, the way you probably should play this game is Oregon, just in the first half alone. But we're not going to touch this game whatsoever here. The line's at 27.5, 58. It was 28. Obviously, a little bit of sharp bettors on Purdue there. Knocked it down a half a point. I think it's a classic flat spot for the Ducks. The Ducks end up winning this game. I think it's a lot closer, though, than the 27.5. Maybe they only win by 2-3 touchdowns. No, like I said, no play for us, but we would play Purdue in this matchup. Now we get to the 10:15 and 10:30 Eastern games for Friday night. We are in both of these. Oklahoma State, BYU. Okie State's been the biggest disappointment in the Big 12 so far. Let's just be honest here. They can't stop anything or anyone or any team or whatever. They're on the road at BYU on a Friday night. Ask Kansas State how BYU going out to Provo on a Friday night works. It don't. Total on this game has fallen as well. It was 55.5. You can catch it at 55 at some books. And the way Oklahoma State allows scoring, I'm going to need Oklahoma State maybe to score 2 touchdowns. And we got an easy cover in this thing. We love the over here. 55.5. Like, if we had to play a side, it would be BYU is here, but over us, for us, rings supreme. So BYU, Oklahoma State, over 12.5 total first quarter. BYU, Okie State, over 27.5 first half and 55.5 for the game. One more time, BYU, Okie State, over 12.5 first quarter, 27.5 first half, 55.5 for the game. Next game up, Fresno State, Nevada. So Nevada at home, 2.5 point home dog on a Friday night, total of 51. I get this game pretty close here if they were on neutral field, and now I got Nevada and I'm getting 2.5 points. So if home's worth 3, that's basically getting 5.5, which I think the line should be almost a pick 'em. I think Nevada should be favored here at home, so a little bit of a line difference. We're on Nevada in this one. Give us Nevada plus a half, first quarter, plus a half first half, and plus 2.5 for the game. So to run through those again with you, we got South Alabama, Middle Tennessee State, Louisiana Tech, Sam Houston, FIU, Marshall, BYU, Okie State over, and Nevada for the Tuesday through Friday games. A lot of action going on. And then we will be back with another episode to go through the laundry list of games on Saturday for you, as some of the quarter and half lines become available as well. But we wanted to get these out to you, obviously, because we got Tuesday night games, and everybody needs to be prepared for those. All right. So we went through a lot of bets. How do you get a chance to take a look at all those? No problem. We haven't posted online. TikTok, YouTube channel pages as well at the end of every episode on YouTube. The link is docs.google.com/spreadsheet. All you have to do is click on that link, go to the tab of Football 24-25, scroll down, College Football Week 8. You'll be able to see all the bets, what juice we got them at, how many units we wagered, what book we placed them at, as well. Sam Houston, big play for us for this week as well before we get to the Saturday matchup. So, and that one as well. So you get a chance to take a look at all those bets that we just went through as well. Do you like the content that you're seeing here and want to see some more? We'd love to have you along for the ride. All you need to do is hit follow or subscribe, depending on the social media platform you're watching us on. We'll show up in your follow or subscriptions tab, or if you want to make life even easier, which we recommend, turn on those notifications for that social media platform. You'll get a notification sent to your phone or device to let you know Sports Bets for Free has dropped a new episode of bets, which will give you plenty of time to match them up with your bets and give you the ton of confidence you need heading to the betting app or betting window. Also, private Discord channel is available for anybody out there. If you would like to make money sports gambling, save money on juice, and spend less than what you do on Netflix, this is your channel. We are an action channel. We've got action going on tons of different stuff here. So you can do that. All you have to do is subscribe to us through TikTok, and then we'll get you all the Discord information after that. That way you can check out all the bets, and you get them before everybody else does on that we put them out publicly for. So you're going to get ahead of the line moves, ahead of the juice moves, in order to make you even more money. Also, tons of promo bonus bets for us to give away from my partners to you. We're in 49 out of 50 states with either online casinos, fantasy sites, sports books, all the kind of fun stuff, parlay plays, all the places you can do, and you might as well take advantage of their money rather than your money. You can also find a couple same spots online, TikTok and YouTube channel pages. The link address is bit.ly/sportsbetsforfree-bh. So make sure you check that out when you get some time as well. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.